Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jeff. Today we're going to make this video about living in Hawaii with your family, in particular a large family with kids, or a 2 to 3 kids, or even a single child. Some things to know about raising a family here in Hawaii. Not just my opinion, not just my friend's opinion who have kids, but also what some of the columnists have said about Hawaii. So it would appear, according to numerous studies that have been conducted by these organizations, they have said that Maui is the best place to raise your kids. It's voted the most family friendly island. Outside after that, it would be also Oahu. So places in Oahu like Kapolei are very kid friendly. Um, the number one town though to raise your kids is going to be Mililani town, just outside of Honolulu. It's probably one of the closest places you can get to a suburban kind of mainland atmosphere where soccer on the weekends and t-ball and baseball and sports in kind of a big city environment. Just outside it is going to be higher prices. Okay, so just expect everything to be about 10 to 15% higher, including rent. Um, and that, with a big family, that can add up. And with the job market being the way that it is, that's that's a tough pill to swallow sometimes, but it can be done. Uh, Another kid-friendly place in Hawaii is Wailuku, which is on the northeast side of Maui. According to this, they have, of course, I've already mentioned Kapolei. They have the Big Island listed at number 4, which is Kailua Kona. Kailua Kona is where I live. So here in this community, I've definitely gone down to the gymnasium where the pool is, the public pool, and I've also been by Kailua High School. They also have Keila Kehi High School. Um, it's I see kids and families often um, out at the beach. So in Hawaii, they call them kiki. So the kids are the kiki, and they're a part of the ohana, the family. So all the all the terms come in handy. So your kiki are a part of your ohana. Um, Here in the Big Island, though, you also have Hilo on the other side. So if I just really examine my experience with the Big Island, um, dancing, Hawaiian culture is part of your children's cultural studies. So some of their after school activities might include things like hula dancing, boys and girls, and it is popular, and it is not considered a problem because it's considered a very nice thing to do, is for males to dance. It's actually they have masculine dances too. So little boys being involved in hula is popular. Obviously, girls in hula is it's a very beautiful thing because to see the older generations doing hula, and then to see the younger generations doing hula following in their footsteps is cool to see, and that's something that you'll get here in Hawaii that your kids will be raised up on. That's I've seen that in the Big Island. Obviously, sports at night or sports in the daytime for after school activities. Um, yeah. So one thing I'm seeing is that Kauai does not make the list very high. So it does not appear that Kauai is going to be the most ideal place in Hawaii to raise a family, but it does rank down towards the end. That's the first town would be Kapa'a. So just keep in mind your best places to raise kids um, is going to be Oahu and Maui, but those are the most expensive places. If you do choose an alternative, it would be the Big Island. the Big Island is growing and expected to grow more. There's room for growth here on the Big Island, whereas the other islands, in particular Oahu, it's pretty full. It's I think some congressman or senator once said that he was concerned that one of these Pacific islands were going to capsize. I don't think it was Oahu, but he said Guam. But I think that if there was ever an island that could be jokingly said, it would be Oahu. It's pretty close to overpopulated, so you're going to be paying top dollar for places over there, but it's the closest you're going to get to that suburban lifestyle, and I guess okay paying jobs in comparison. The jobs are really not there. The opportunity appears to be coming to the Big Island, but it's still pretty far behind on on a lot of accounts. Another resource here, yet again, has Mililani as the number one, so that's on Oahu. Kailua, yeah, most of Oahu on this list. Let's see here. I haven't mentioned Hilo. Hilo doesn't even make the list here, but Hilo, I don't know if you'd want to move your family to Hilo. Another thing that you might keep in mind that past generations have talked about, I don't know enough about it, but teasing does happen. Local children have been known to tease new kids in what was told to me in traumatic ways. So keep that in mind if you're going into a place where local children are the predominant. We're not looking at them as bad kids. It's just a tendency that occurs because of whatever reason. So keep that in mind. If you're moving your kids all the way from a foreign place, you're going to be putting them through a lot, especially if they're in the middle of second grade, third grade. It's not going to be easy for them. But if you do, maybe pick a place like Oahu where military families are coming and going too. So they're used to kids coming in and coming out. If you're in like a smaller town where your kid's going to stick out as the new kid, you got to keep that in mind too. And that would be places like Kauai or Hilo or even kind of Kona. But Kona would be like the third option outside of Oahu, Maui, then Kona. And like I said, two different reports. One has Maui number one has Oahu number one. I would say probably the best place is going to be Oahu, but there was a study that was done that said that Maui is the most friendly. Maui just it would be a great place to live if you're a kid. I mean, you got tons of outdoor activities to explore, ride bikes, beautiful weather all the time. Maui just seems to be like, it's not overpopulated, so it's not as dangerous as far as the roads go. It just seems like if you were a kid, Maui would be, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. You're going to be raised on surfing. It's just, outside of the school bullies and stuff, that's just, if you can take care of that and nip that as a problem, if you can curb that problem, you'll be all right here in Hawaii. But that's going to be your biggest hurdle to get over, is the teasing in the schools, to be honest with you. I don't want to go too negative, but from all that I've heard, that's the number one thing. So this is just a video that I'm making because someone asked, and like I said, I'm giving some opinion, but I'm also going off of some data and some columns, 3 different resources here. So it's the consensus is Oahu and Maui are the best for families. Outside of that, Kailua Kona, Hilo, and Kauai, not so much. Obviously, Lanai and Molokai, those kind of go under the radar. We'll save that for another day. So, thanks for watching.